know what you mean about Maguire. The thing is with Maguire tries to attack the ball, but the problem with Maguire is his reading of the game is not very good. And then on top of that, he doesn't have good recovery place. So a lot of the time, Maguire tries to nip in front of players and he's too slow, then he gets caught out of position. Most of the goals that we concede on the transition, yeah, where Maguire's out of position, is because he's tried to be clever, but not clever enough. Do you know what I mean? So he needs someone with a bit of pace next to him, like a Varane, to kind of make up for that. But the problem is when you have a passive defender and you have a passive one and you have an aggressive one. A lot of the time, yeah, the passive one tends to be the one that's better on the ball. We saw it with Rio and Vidic. Vidic attacked the ball, Rio swept and then carried the ball. The problem is Varane can't carry the ball out as good as Lissandro. Lissandro is better than Varane at attacking the ball and carrying it out. This is where my problem is. Like, Lindelof is actually better than Varane at carrying the ball out and passing the ball forward. So you could probably argue that Lindelof and fucking Lissandro probably complement each other better. It's just that Lindelof just doesn't really have the pace that Varane has.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Like it's no surprise that like he said it, like I said earlier, like he favored Martinez and Varane. But at the end of the day, bro, like I think in terms of out and out defenders, I wouldn't be surprised if Varane is still the best one out of all of them. But at the end of the day, you could see with Ten Hag, it's a case of if you're my centre back, I need more than just defending. And I'll be real with it, like especially the way like Dutch managers like to play. They don't want only one centre back that's good on the ball, because then with time it becomes predictable. You're always going to play with that one centre back. They want both of them to be good on the ball. So I don't know. I think it will be Maguire. Actually, no, I don't think. I'm certain it will be Maguire. It will be Martinez. I think Maguire will have a good season. Like I think he'll definitely improve from last year, but it will be a case of, is your improvement good enough come the end of the season? If it's not, then I could also see him maybe dropping, because Maguire will probably be 30, 31. No, he'll be 30 come the end of the season. So yeah, like this season is sink or swim for a lot of Man United players, because there's a lot of them where their contracts are running out. So they either step up this season, if not, cash in.
No, 100%. So you think that what we're looking at? Well, to be fair, the fact that Harry Maguire has been forced over to the right-hand side, and remember, he's played on the left-hand side since we signed him, that's with the manager obviously in mind, knowing that Lissandro's coming in. So it's probably going to be Lissandro and Maguire for now. But then when Varane's fit, what happens? Do you know what I mean? When Varane's fit, is it a case of Maguire gets dropped then, bruv? Is that what you're thinking? Or do you think that Varane's going to be back up for Harry Maguire?
No, I think Varane is back up to Harry Maguire, because it's like I said, even though Varane is the better defender, you would still make a case that Harry Maguire is better in the air and Harry Maguire is better than Varane on the ball. I think Varane on the ball is shit. Like every single time I watch him, I'm like, you're horrible on the ball. So even though your quality in defense, as much as I'm not a fan of Harry Maguire on the ball with options and with clear instructions of don't dilly-dally on the ball, don't take your time, Maguire is not that bad on the ball. Like Maguire's diagonals create so many chances for us. It's just a case of teaching him when to engage and when not to. And that's why I think he'll improve this year. I really do.
So, well, fair. I don't know. I feel like everything about Harry Maguire tells me that this guy's slow, bro. But slow feet, slow brain. I don't know if he can improve his decision making. That's the only thing I worry about. Like with a lot of defenders, it's kind of like they have the athleticism to kind of get out of jail. Like he doesn't have that. So because he's never had pace, he already should be smarter. He already should be smarter than he is. Because if you look at defenders like John Terry, especially, because he never really relied on his pace, he was always quick upstairs. Maguire has never had pace to rely on, yet he's still ridiculously clumsy. So I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure about his decision making, bruv. Like I'm not sure, and even like his heading as well. Everyone was talking about how many goals we were going to score from headers and stuff, Harry Maguire and that, bro. Like, he gets his head on stuff, but it's like he can't even direct his headers, bro. Like, look at the amount of times he's won 3 headers in the box, like from corners, and he hasn't even hit the target, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. I feel like we've been absolutely conned with this guy, bro. Like, I can't see a way that he keeps, unless Varane is like injured for the whole season. I can't see how Harry Maguire finishes the season as Man United starting centre back under this manager. I can't.
You know what it is? I think what helps Ten Hag this year is the fact that in centre back he does have a lot of options, and he hasn't got any favoritism towards anyone. So, like from what I've read, everybody's staying. Like I think maybe Tuanzebe might go. I think he's already gone to Tuanzebe. I'm not too sure, but Tuanzebe's probably going to
Yeah, I
move
think
on.
he's gone already, bro.
Yeah, apparently he's gone Trabzon in Turkey, but I don't know if it got confirmed. But bro, Ten Hag's got a lot of options, and the thing about our centre backs is they're all different from one another. So, for example, you've got an Eric Bailly who's got pace, he's got physicality, he's okay on the ball. Then you've got Lindelof, who's a little bit passive, but very good on the ball. So at the end of the day,
Yeah,
I can see him rotating a lot. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Martinez is his main guy because of how
yeah,
good
it
he
looks
is
like
playing
that.
on the left hand side. But
Yeah,
the right hand side is going to be a case where it's open to debate. Where if you come in and you do well with your spot, if I see you're not holding it down, you're playing in a detrimental way, then there are options. There's Varane, there's Lindelof, there's Bailly. So at the end of the day, it's like I said, bro, it's like sink or swim. Whoever wants to be part of this project has an opportunity this year to showcase themselves. If not,
absolutely.
I think United will have a massive clear out.
Yeah, I think they're in the middle of that massive clear out, to be completely honest. Hence why they let so many players just leave on a free like that. I think this is the clear out. Do you know what I mean? This is probably going to be one of the biggest transitional seasons that we've seen in a long time in terms of outs and ins.
Yeah, but
And yeah, there's even rumors of Bailly going as well. He's been linked to Roma. He's also been
Jose
linked to
wants him. Yeah, Jose
yeah.
wants him. But now, bro, clear out in terms of Man United clearing out free agents. We're not in control of that. Like, if you don't put pen to paper, you're leaving. I'm talking clear
Mm,
outs where, fam, like you've got 2 years left, but you're just surplus to requirements. We don't need you anymore. And as much as, like, for example, like Taylor's is going out on loan, I hate loan deals because it's like in 12 months' time, you come back.
mm,
He's not going to be up to pace with Ten Hag's philosophy. Like he's basically gone to another team, played under a completely different manager, and then what? Next year he comes again in pre-season. He's not going to be on the same wavelength as everybody else. So, nah, man. Like, I reckon next year. Like here's the thing. Like Ten Hag is going to need about 2-3 years in my eyes, especially the way that Man United operate. I say 2-3 years to build that 11 that he wants. Yeah. So I reckon every year some players will get a chance. Like similar to how what's his name? LVG done it. I remember he came out and he said every year I'm going to dedicate it to a certain section of the team. Defense,
yeah.
midfield, attack. So I wouldn't be surprised if this year it's the defense and you see who can hold it down, who can't. If you can't, it's time for you to leave because I don't think anybody in our back line is on a big deal. I think the majority of them have only got like 2 years left max.